I don't know. Anyway, we kicked ass with the Silent yesterday, so let's play some Ironclad. So this game is out. Properly out. Admittedly, for anybody watching this on YouTube, it came out like 3 to 7 weeks ago. Probably 3 weeks ago. I don't know, I've been playing a lot of this. Curse for a rare relic. Hell yeah. Damn it, it's just the mango. Ooh. Whoa. Look at that mystery machine. Look at all of these mystery machines. We've got a lot of trash along the way. So these don't connect. Let me see. So this is just 3 off the bat, plus a merchant. Fire, regular enemy. I really like the 3 off the bat. Either it'll give me some serious boons, or I don't even know what. Let's see, was that the block build yesterday? No, that was the, I could have actually just, whatever. No, yesterday was the Shiv build. The ridiculous Shiv build of death and destruction. Okay, let's do that defend, and I can't do anything. Unfortunately, regret kind of sucks. Really wasn't worth the trade for the mango. The mango is... How does the mango count as a rare... relic? I mean, I guess 14 HP is decent, but it's also... It's just not rare. It's not interesting. It's not anything. Oh, it's okay. Alright, let's see. So we have corruption. No. Whirlwind, not really. And blood for blood. Can be good, but half the time it's garbage. You know, I'm gonna get Whirlwind anyway. It's 5 damage to all enemies, even if I spend 1 energy. That's fine. Alright, let's transform a card in my deck. And let's just transform a strike into... Bam! Corruption. Shit. Alright, well, let's receive another relic. I'm just full of regrets today. Well, at least I heal a little bit at the beginning of every fight. Slime goop. Let's lose 11 HP. I'm probably going to lose here. We'll see. Okay, so unless any of these are particularly amazing, Metallicize is pretty good. But none of these are ridiculous. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of one of the regrets. I need that more. And I've got enough HP. We've got another campfire coming up. Yeah, corruption just does not seem worth using. I really wish I didn't pick it up, honestly. Because, I don't know of a situation where battles are going to be over that fast. Okay, well... Knowing this, we're pretty much just in a straight-up brawl. There's Bash. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so let's hit him with Bash. I don't know if Fire Potion's going to do extra damage. It does not. And I don't have enough energy. Okay, well this is fine. And now we are vulnerable. Can I kill him? If I use Whirlwind, I can kill him. There we go. Okay, we get the lantern, and... Ooh. Armaments is better than Metallicize. Metallicize is helpful. Metallicize can be amazing, but Armaments is like the best. Like, support thing I can think of. Alright, let's just wail on the corruption. I don't know. And we'll just wail on the cultist. Had a pretty successful pure power build on Ironclad. Were you just stacking power? Because that sounds pretty cool. There's a lot of ways you could potentially do it. Hey, Death. No. Powers. Well, yeah, so like... Oh, I don't actually have any powers on here. I haven't really had a whole lot of those, but I could totally see how that would work. And metallicize. Cool. So it looks like we might be rolling a block one. Alright, it's Smith? I'm not too injured. If I do this, at the end of turn, gain 4 block. I really like that. Cancel, we need armaments. Armaments is too good. And I can probably fight the mid-boss. Dead Branch, whenever you exhaust a... Oh... That's interesting. Alright, so let's do armaments. And corruption. And strike. This isn't going to be good. I'm probably going to die here. However, Dead Branch plus... I feel like... This had to have been intentional. So let's do defend, defend, havoc. We get another corruption. Okay, we have combust. Combust is scary, but interesting. And then whirlwind. I could have whirlwinded some more, but I like the idea of this. I'm curious about how this is going to go badly. Okay, so having that second corruption is kind of unnecessary. Uppercut. Uppercut's pretty good. I'm just gonna uppercut the guy in the middle. Actually, I should have just hit him. Well, it's too late now. Yeah, full power build might not be bad. Honestly, this whole Dead Branch thing might actually have a little bit more merit than I thought it would. Because I was expecting this to go really badly. But we've taken some damage here, but I actually kind of feel like I can maybe get this going. Obviously, this is the last time I can cast armaments here. We get Reaper. Which will heal me for 4, or I could just kill the guy. We'll just kill the guy. I don't know. Next 2 chests you open contain 2 relics. That's pretty good. Alright, so... we actually want to get Infernal Blade. I want to get skills that exhaust themselves. None of this is a good idea, by the way. Like, actually none of this strategy was wise. Yet, here we are. Oh boy. This will be interesting. I feel like I've gotten myself into a very bad place, but I get free cards for, like, everything. Alright, so I could do Cleave, I could do Whirlwind. Let's do Defend. Defend. Another Infernal Blade. Second Wind, which gets rid of Bloodletting and gets me another Second Wind, and a Metallicize. Alright, well, let's use Metallicize. Use the second Wind, which gives me Seeing Red, which I exhaust. Gain some... What? This is bullshit. Alright. Let's use Warcry. Let's get rid of Cleave. I'm not in a good place for Cleave right now. And now we get Burning Pact. Exhaust a card, draw 2 cards. Alright, let's use Armaments, which gets me Flex, which we burn for Spot Weakness, which we use on him for... Okay, this is suddenly my favorite build ever. Alright, let's exhaust a strike, draw 2 cards. It gets me some stuff, so let's use Battle Trance, which gets me more cards. which lets me do some things. Let's play defend, which gets me a whirlwind. Let's play metallicize, because this is bullshit. Hit him with the reckless charge, because that's free. Can I kill him this round? The answer is no. But I can hit him with a heavy blade. And nothing. There we go. Okay. This is just bad. Let's get Havoc, because it works with me. I really need Apotheosis for this build. Dead Branch, the bullshit deck. Yeah, really does kind of feel like that. Alright, so that'll make Corruption cheaper. Probably the best thing. We do not want to upgrade a single skill. Upgrading Corruption is probably the best idea. Maybe? Or, let's take a look at the map. How many more fights do I have? I could just rest. Let's just rest, because danger. This is going to be a terrible run. But also, kind of the bet. This is dumb. I don't deserve any of this. Okay, well, let's use Havoc, which lets me use Metallicize. Let's see. We don't have anything else. I guess we'll start with a Bash. And strike. And then Metallicize is amazing. I need to use it more. Okay, so let's use Armaments, which lets us use Corruption, which lets us use Infernal Blade, which lets us pummel this guy, which actually gets us another card, which gets us a free double tap, which is your next attack is played twice, which gives me Impervious, which also exhausts because that's nonsense. Let's defend. Let's see what else I get. I get another Impervious. Okay, and I get a Clothesline. I'm going to just hit him with a doubled up Anger because that's the most I'm able to do here. This is dumb. Oh, I love this deck. Alright, well, I just get a straight up bludgeon. Let's use the other block, which gets us a War Cry. Which, let's put away Whirlwind for a second. Actually, this would have been a good time for Whirlwind, now that I'm thinking about it. Well, let's use Anger on the guy in the front. And bludgeon the guy in the back. I don't like this deck, but I love this deck. None of it is good. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 1 strength. That's interesting, but that's just HP. Well, let's just use Whirlwind to kill him. All I need is Body Slam with all this defense. Kind of. What I really need is stuff like Metallicize. Because I can't block. I can't use block spell. Ooh. This is kind of a scary group. Alright, well, let's do Armaments Plus, Metallicize. We gotta go for that Cultist, and then Defense. Apotheosis would be amazing, too. Alright, well, there's Corruption. We'll pop that. Means I get to use Defend, which gets me Power Through, which is free. Which... Power Through is kind of useless for us right now, so let's avoid that. I'll hold on to it when I need it. Unfortunately, we're going to be accumulating wounds. Alright, let's see. So there's Metallicize. Gets me more free defense. Havoc, which gets me Rage, and we end up using... things just happened there. Holy crap, Feed is amazing! Alright, whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 4 block. Well, let's use Rage, it gets me more cards anyway. Which lets me do... Disarm, which is also a skill, which takes his strength down, which gets me Brutality. which at the start of your turn, lose 1 HP, draw a card. That's kind of scary. Let's defend up a little bit. It gets me Fiend Fire, which is fascinatingly problematic. Okay, well, let's hit him, and then let's use Whirlwind. And then I don't want to use Feed right now. Unfortunately, I'm going to take some hits. Yeah, Feed needs to kill, which is why I'm going to hold on to it. Hopefully I can... I'm going to save the Acid Slime and see if I can kill it with Feed. We got to kill this sucker, though. Alright, well, let's use Defend Plus, which gives us a dual wield. Which gets us double bash and disarm, which is exhausted anyway, which lets us get some strength, because he's going to hit us anyway, which gets us rampage. Let's see. Let's rampage this guy. And then whirlwind. Okay. Can't whirlwind again. I take some more damage. I'm going to take a little bit more, but this is okay. Okay, there's Feed. So, we'll do 9 damage, and then kill him, which gets me Reaper. Which is interesting. Be wonderful to use Reaper here. We get True Grit. It gets me Bludgeon and Immolate. Let's Immolate the wound. I'd like to use Reaper, but I'd also rather just finish the fight. Okay, so ideally Havoc, right? Or Pummel. Pummel is good. It'll exhaust. It gets me a card to replace it. Okay, I could rest, but I think I'll be fine. Ideally, we upgrade the Metallicize. It doesn't really get me much. I mean, I could just upgrade Corruption, make it cheaper. That lets me use some other skills beforehand. Upgrade Pummel. No. Yeah, let's go Corruption Plus. That way I can potentially use armaments before it. Because I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that, conflict. Alright. Well, I don't get the choice. Corruption it is. Pummel. Which gets me an armament. Which I will use to upgrade Whirlwind. Which gets me a Berserk. Okay. And I'll use Whirlwind with the remaining energy. Not much I can do here. The problem is this is a Berserker deck. Eventually I'm going to run out of block. Okay, so I want to probably... Let's use Defend. Defend. Havoc. Which uses Metallicize, which is perfect. Okay, so we have things. Let's use Armaments, which will upgrade all 3 of these. And gets me a Cleave. So we have Clothesline, which would be nice. Juggernaut. Well, what do we have? Juggernaut would save me... Wouldn't save me from the damage. Clothesline will cut down his damage considerably. But Juggernaut... Nope, Clothesline. We'll use Juggernaut later. Because this way he does less damage to me. Medkit would be mad with this deck. Yep. There's a ton of weird tricks that I want to use with this. Now let's use Infernal Blade, which gets me Hemokinesis and Burning Pact. Well, I'll do Hemokinesis. And Burning Pact. Let's exhaust one of the strikes. I'm sure that'll be fine. Gets me another Hemokinesis and mainly Fire Breathing. Which lets me use another Defend, which lets me use Inflame. Alright, so I'm gonna probably take some damage here. But that's fine. Okay. So he's not blocking. Let's do Hemokinesis on him. And Reaper on him. Heals me a little bit. We also get Fiend Fire. Exhaust your hands. That Fiend Fire would be amazing with this. Just a whole bunch of things would be ridiculous with this combo. And I can't wait to try all of them. Okay, so this is gonna hurt. I'll hit him with Clothesline. And then just strike. I'm just taking whatever damage. Not much I can do about it. But, considering I heal up to full after this fight anyway, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so let's do Berserk, Defend, Shrug it off, which gets me a Burning Pact, which lets exhaust the Regret, which gets me another Hemokinesis and a Spot Weakness, and an Inflame, and an Anger, and we're good. My deck grows. You'd think I'd be, like, depleting cards, and I technically am. This is one of those decks where I actually want to get as many, this is one of those decks where I want to get as many things as possible. I'd like to use Fiend Fire here. But I could just do Whirlwind to do, what, 60 damage to him? Let's just do 60 damage to him. I don't like this strategy. This is too wild for me. I like being predictable. However, it is very effective as a suicide slide rusher. Alright, so Juggernaut is good. Brutality is good. Sort of, but Barricade's gonna save my ass. Alright, so Velvet Choker, no. Calling Bell or Orrery. Let's go Calling Bell. So I get some garbage, whatever. Gambling Chip, Happy Flower, and Mummified Hand. All of those are great. Okay. Well, considering the Mystery Machine has bestowed upon me probably the most interesting run of my entire series. Yeah, what's making me draw all these cards? Dead Branch. I'm a suicide rusher right now, and it is hilaridum. Let's get rid of Infernal Blade. We don't want it right now. Alright, so I'm gonna take some damage here. Metallicize, Barricade, Defend, Defend. Yeah, so now we have Barricade. It'll sometimes help, it'll sometimes be useless. Alright. So there's Corruption, which makes something free. Alright, so we'll use Defend, which gets us a Body Slam. We will strike this guy, and I'm just gonna pummel him. We can wait on the Body Slam. Which gets me Offering. I will use Havoc, which gets me Combust and a free Metallicize. Okay, so Reaper is now free, which is great. How much damage have I taken? I've taken a fair amount from this, so I should probably avoid that. Okay, Sentinel, gain 5 block. If this card is exhausted, gain some energy. Unfortunately, yes, it will work. Alright, so I get some energy, which lets me use Inflame. This is why the Choker would have been awful on this one. Okay. Combust is scary, but at the same time, it works. Whole thing. We need Ice Cream on this run. If I could get Ice Cream. Yeah, what's making things free? Corruption. Corruption makes all skills free, but they get exhausted. But it factors in with Dead Branch. This is dumb. Alright, so we get Feed, which gets me 3 maximum HP, which I'm very happy about. We get another Corruption, which is kind of useless. Now, I can do 30 damage to the guy, or just shy of 30, but it weakens him. Worth it, and that's not going to do anything. But that's fine. Oh, boy. We do need to get some, whenever we get a defense card, we probably want to get our hands on it. I wonder if corruption stacks. That's terrifying. Alright, we want stuff like dual wield pretty badly. Dual wield lets us duplicate cards, which keeps our hand going. Alright, let's upgrade all strikes and defends. No. Let's remove a card from our deck. Specifically, let's get rid of regret. It's too scary. And yeah, feed is slowly increasing my max HP, which is amazing. Let's just get the max HP. Prayer wheel. And shovel. Okay, so we want to start going for, campfires. As many as possible. Let me look at this. Do we have any paths that give us extra campfires? I'll probably go this way? I don't know. Let's just go up. Let's go fight the, mid-boss. And Matryoshka doll is amazing. Okay, so let's get rid of Writhe and Injury. We already have Corruption. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, so let's pop Corruption. Pop Defend. Use... Evolve is interesting. I don't know if I want Evolve. It's scary. Let's bash this guy. And you know what? Screw it. Evolve is free. So now I'm gonna have wound business going. I wonder what Evolve Plus does. I should have maybe held on to it. Yeah, how is Evolve scary? You know, honestly, when you put it that way, it's really not. Okay. So let's do Power Through, which gets me some more wounds, but that's fine. Yeah. Because we have Evolve now. So let's do Barricade, which makes this strike free. And we'll do another Wild Strike, which gets me another wound. But the thing is, since I have Evolve, I draw a card whenever we get a wound. And if I can get the ability that exhausts my whole hand, we could potentially just... We can do a lot of weird shit. Alright, Dual Wield. Which gets me multiple Havocs. Ho-ho! That's good. Alright, Havoc gets me a Juggernaut and lets me use that. Let's use Defend, which gets me a Power Through, which I will gladly take. Which gets me a Heavy Strike. Infernal Blade, which gets me a Pommel Strike. Okay. Let's see. I have a Body Slam, but let's hold off on that. Let me see. I guess I should probably use Juggernaut, maybe. Let's use Pummel, though. Which lets me use Armaments. It's not upgraded, but whatever. Geez. I'll just upgrade Juggernaut so we get Juggernaut Plus. Which will make a random card in my hand free, which is Perfected Strike. Which is pretty good. And then I can Body Slam the rest of his shields off. And I could use Bloodletting, but it would only give me one energy. Which really isn't worth it. Oh my god. This is dumb. Alright, so I should have actually used Armaments second, now that I'm thinking about it. Whatever, and he's dead. Oh, man. Alright, so Flame Barrier would be good, but Disarm is a permanent damage down. Both are good. I just need black blood. I need a lot of things, but yes. Yeah, do we want the Disarm or the Flame Barrier? Both are good. Yeah, both are free with Corruption. I'm gonna go with Disarm. We really desperately need Apotheosis for this. Alright, so let's get rid of Writhe, Strike, Whirlwind, and Defend. Let's just get rid of all of them. Alright, well, I guess I get to use Armaments. which lets me pummel. I guess I should have used bash, now that I'm thinking about it. And, oh right, he's got that stupid, if you use an attack, discard a random card. Well, whatever. Skill burn. For one turn, whenever you play a skill, exhaust it. Oh, that's funny. Alright, let's use metallicize, which lets me use barricade. Which lets me use disarm. Which lets me get exhume. Well, let's do defend, which gets me anger. I'll hit him with anger. Ah, I should have done exhume first. Unfortunately, the Book of Stabbing is kind of a counter. A Book of Stabbing really is just scary. Alright, well, there's corruption. Which lets me use metallicize. Which lets me use havoc. Which gets me another metallicize. And a second wind. Okay, second wind. Exhaust all your non-attack cards in your hand for 4 block each. No. Okay. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. So that doesn't do me anything. I'm going to use it anyway. It'll be exhausted. We'll get this. Alright, and I'm just going to use anger. Which discards a card, but whatever. Yeah, so he's going to hurt my dex, but that doesn't matter. He does hurt my strength, which does suck, but that's fine. I mean, I am the king of bullshit mountain right now. So I can kind of just do whatever I want. Let's get rid of one of the injuries right now, which gets me a rage. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 4 block. I will gladly take that. Searing blow. It's kind of interesting. Let's defend. Since I got barricade, I can just freely use it whenever. Disarm, which makes him even worse. Flex, which is free, which gets me some strength. Let's see. So how do we do this? So Searing Blade's gonna do some damage. Let's do another anger. It's kind of free. Sword Boomerang. Cleave. And I'm hoping... Nope. Gets rid of it. Yeah, next up we need Ice Cream. If I could get Ice Cream, we would be unstoppable. Right now, we've pretty much trivialized much of this guy. So let's use... Armaments Plus, which gets us a dual wield. Let's dual wield. Gets me a Wild Strike. Let's use Exhume to get my Armaments Plus back, which lets me do Intimidate, which is free, exhausts, and there we go. Okay, let's exhaust a random card in my hand, which turned out to be my armaments. Shouldn't have done that. Whatever, I don't care. Blood for blood, not so good. So use power through, gets me some wounds, but also gets me berserk. Berserk is not really that helpful. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have evolve right now. So what do we do next? My defense is insane. Well, we might as well use Berserk. Makes a random card free, which lets blood for which makes blood for blood free. And then I guess I'll just hit him with a Strike Plus. And then I can't do anything else. I can't believe this build worked. I can't believe anything on this. Okay, if the enemy is vulnerable, gain a card. Well, unfortunately, I don't have anything that'll make it vulnerable. This is kind of a dump round. Okay, so Bash makes him vulnerable. Clothesline makes him weak. And Anger just hurts him. Unfortunately, I haven't been gaining strength here. So my damage is kind of as bad as his is. But that's okay. Let's do... Searing Blow and Strike. Don't I have evolution in my deck? No, we got evolution from... a random draw, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, well, Cleave, Anger. I guess we'll do Cleave. Strike. Anger. We'll kill him, just very slowly. Nice part is we gain 9 block every turn. More or less makes this guy complete chump. But I do need a bigger hand for all of this. Frozen egg. Choose and upgrade a power. Make barricade cheaper. Or buff metallicize. I like the idea of buffing metallicize. Let's buff metallicize, because we almost never will upgrade it. Alright. Let's get Havoc. And let's get rid of one of the poison potions for an energy potion. Even though I really don't run into a whole lot of energy issues, still. Alright, and we want to go to a bonfire to dig. Which gets me Dreamcatcher. Whenever you rest, you may add a card to your deck. Well, that's interesting. I don't know how often I'm going to be resting, though. Okay. So let's get rid of Writhe. Let's get rid of Writhe. Okay. So let's do Corruption. Which makes my entire hand free. So let's reduce his strength. We get an Uppercut. Let's use Havoc, which gets us a Metallicize. Brutality. Screw it. Defend. Gets us Evolve. Which is awesome. And everything in my hand is free right now. Let's do Uppercut on her. And Pummel. Does a bunch of damage. Gets us a Shrug It Off, which lets us draw a card and get this. Let's use Shockwave, obviously. Warcry. Let's see, I can't use Barricade, so let's put Barricade on the top of my draw pile. Now, the problem is, if I use Dual Wield, I will get... well... No, I don't want to use any of these. Right now, that'd be a bad idea. The hell is this run? I love it. Alright. So first off, we get Barricade, which makes things free. Infernal Blade. Defend. Sever Souls and attack? Huh. So it is. Well, she just dies. This is awesome. And now we got Barricade. So this guy is unstoppable. I cannot believe that this whole strategy works. I really can't. Alright, let's play Exhaust, which burns a block, which... Let's do Shrug It Off. Defend. Apparently I have another Barricade in there. Weird. Alright, let's start with Metallicize. Barricades don't stack, which always kind of sucks. But I could use it and it would be free, but it's not worth it. Alright, let's do Pummel. It'll get us another card. True Grit. Let's use Strike first. And none of the other cards in my hand are actually useful. So let's use True Grit, which gets us some weird shit. Let's use Fire Breathing, which makes the second Barricade free, which makes Rampage free. Let's use Havoc, which gets us another Brutality... Another Shrug It Off, which gets us another Wound, Sever Soul, and Intimidate, which weakens him further. It gets us an Infernal Blade, which we use to get Fiend Fire and Hemokinesis, which I'm going to use Fiend Fire on him, which is going to destroy him. Oh, this is amazing. Alright, let's keep rolling Havoc. Oh my god. Alright, so we get the Bag of Preparation, which is great, and Bag of Marbles, which is kind of iffy. Let's see. Any of these are skills? No. Twin Strike is good. Body Slam could be better. Or useless. Body Slam could be amazing. I just don't have anything immediately works with this. I'm not skipping cards. Well, maybe I should. Yeah, let's just skip it. I get enough attack cards as it is. There's ice cream. Yes. Alright, and I'm gonna get Iron Wave. It's like the only attack I will go for at this point. Okay, so I could go Mystery. No, let's just go here. Let's just get another Relic. Oh, thanks for the resub, Firestone. And now we have Kunai, which makes me even more ridiculous. Unfortunately, that's not a permanent bonus, but that's fine. Okay. I am now the ridiculous. So I start with a bunch of cards. And so let's get rid of Writhe, let's get rid of Injury, let's get rid of Whirlwind, because I'm not going to use it. We have 2 Havocs and Barricade, which is amazing. And now we have Metallicize. So let's pop Metallicize, which made Strike free. Let's pop Havoc, which bumps Corruption, which is great. So we can use the other Havoc, which gets us a second Wind, which I don't want to do. Which gets us another Barricade for some reason. Well, let's pop Dual Wield, which gets us some shit. Let's disarm this guy twice. Let's use Flame Barrier, which is good shit. Seeing Red, which is amazing. Gets me enough energy to get everything that I need. Let's use the Barricade, which makes the other Barricade free. Don't question it. Let's see. Let's do Pommel Strike. We might as well go for the Sentry. We use Defend. Gets me another Metallicize, which I'll freely grab. Let's pummel him, which gets exhausted. I don't like the rest of these, but I do like Evolve, because that makes the wounds from this kind of useless. So let's use Power Through, which we burn, but we get some extra wounds, but that's fine, because we get to use the Shrug It Off to get these. Okay, so now what do we got? Let's gain an energy here. I take some damage, but, like, who gives a dang? Let's strike this guy. Make them both vulnerable. Then use Second Wind to burn both wounds to get me a Battle Trance, Shockwave, and Double Tap. Well, Double Tap's kind of useless right now. But let's use Shockwave. And Battle Trance, which gets me some shit. Which, you know, we might as well use Double Tap because something's gonna happen. I don't know what. Might as well use Havoc, which gets me a whole shit ton of energy if I want it, which of course I do. Let's be honest here. So I might as well use Rage. This is still the first turn. Oh my god. Alright. Well, seeing as all of my attacks in my inventory are the only things that cost energy, this gets me a bash. So I do have the ability to do whatever this is twice. So let's just hit this guy, which destroys him. Alright, so Second Wind will exhaust all non-block cards. So we might as well use Armament to upgrade... what's this do? That's just 9 block each. No. Let's upgrade True Grit so I can exhaust a specific card in my hand. So we get that. We get Feel No Pain, which is interesting. Feel No Pain is amazing for this build. However, I need some energy first. Let's do True Grit to exhaust that, which gets me Anger and Spot Weakness, which I can roll into another Feel No Pain, which is absurd. Let's use Defend. Maybe I can get another energy generation card. No, instead we get a bunch of Second Winds. Which kind of puts me in a pickle, because I really like to use the Feel No Pains, even though I have 93 block on the first turn with Barricade. Well, I guess I'll just burn it all in favor of a shit ton of cards. Let's see if we get anything interesting out of this. The answer is no. That is the end of my first turn. I have triple his block. Oh man, if I just get that body slam, we're unstoppable. Alright, well let's start with Metallicize, because that gets me more defense per turn. I guess let's follow up with an Infernal Blade, even though I should have actually done Armaments Plus, but that's okay. Let's bop that. Feed is great. Power Through is good, because we don't care. I've got many options there. We get another Feed, which is amazing. I might actually be able to get Feed Plus. See, I don't have a whole lot of strength here, so we might as well use Armaments Plus to upgrade them all, which gets me a Feel No Pain, which, I mean, really just does not seem necessary, but I'll take it. Alright, so Strength, And then Heavy Blade, which doesn't do much. And then... I'd love to hit him with Feed. Wait, I can kill him. I can kill him with Feed. No! Damn it. I should have hit him with the other one. I don't know if that actually would have worked. Well, that's fine. Okay. I like Flex. I mean, I've already got 105 strength, so it's not really that big of a deal. What do you have, sir? Upgrade a skill. Transmutation could be hilarious. What skills do... The thing is, I don't want to upgrade any of my skills, because I almost will never use them. I could buy the Body Slam. We probably don't need any of these. Transmutation sounds fascinating. We do have Evolve in the upper right, and it's on sale. Yeah, we'll get Evolve. We're already like halfway through, so we probably don't want the Discerning Monocle. I really like the idea of the expression of chaos with transmutation. I guess I'll get the Body Slam. Considering I will have stupid amounts of defense over the course of all of this. And we get this guy. Hi. He does sell a Flex to us. There's Shuriken, which would have been amazing. But I already have Kunai. Shuriken would have been amazing. I guess I should have saved my cash. Oh well. I'll live. Proceed. Dig for a random relic. We get Bottled Flame, which lets me upgrade something. So let's upgrade the Body Slam. Because that'll come up, and that'll be amazing. And hello, Dad! I haven't seen you in a while. Alright, let's get rid of some garbage. Let's get rid of Writhe. Defend. Body Slam. It's not useful. Okay, let's see what we get for this. There's the money. Alright, so let's start with... Armaments Plus. Upgrade everything. Then, Metallicize. Which I was hoping would make corruption free, but that's fine. I don't care too much. Alright, Havoc. Which gets me Bloodletting and Infernal Blade. Let's use Infernal Blade to get a free Bludgeon. And lets me get another Bloodletting. See, the nice thing is, Bloodletting, I can just, I can hurt myself, yeah, but, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I'll hurt myself, but we're gonna be done with this fight and go back up to full health. But since I have Ice Cream, it all carries over, so even if it, you know, doesn't really work out the way I want it to, I don't mind, or care. Alright, so we might as well pummel him. It's free. We get the bonus. Awesome. Use Rage. I don't even really know how that functions in here. Spot Weakness gets me some beautiful strength. Rupture. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 1 strength. I will gladly take that, even though I'm not entirely sure how it really functions as part of all of this. We get True Grit, but we really don't want to do that. So let's use Evolve. I don't really like the rest of these. So let's transmog them all into Fiendfire, and Sentinel. Well, Sentinel's gonna get exhausted, which gets me some more stuff, which is great. Clash, which is bad. I've got some amount of armor, or I could just use Fiendfire for ridiculous shit. Yeah, screw it. Okay, well, let's use Flame Barrier. Oh, I still don't have Barricade, do I? Well, that's unfortunate. And that's my turn. Still, he's not going to be able to hurt me. I could have used Clash now. No, Clash is if only you're... Oh. Whatever. I was fine with transmogging it. Alright, so there's Barricade. Which will make Metallicize free. Which is awesome. Which means I can use a Havoc. Which gets me Shockwave and Pummel. So let's use Shockwave. Which gets me another Havoc. Which gets me Hemokinesis, Strike, and Berserk. Well, let's use Defend here. Hit him with Anger. Hit him with Strike, because I don't have anything else to do, and it gets me some extra dex. Alright. Well, let's use disarm, because it's free. Which gets us a rupture. Rupture is awesome. Let's see. So let's do rupture, which makes iron wave free. Evolve, which should have actually waited on that, but whatever. So we get havoc, which we burn some stuff. Dual wield, which gets us a whole bunch of defense, which is great. Okay. Well, let's use armaments to upgrade brutality. No, it doesn't do me any good. Iron wave, because it's literally the only thing in my inventory that's actually useful. Alright, so we get a flex. Defend, defend, defend. Rage. Seeing red. Okay, disarm to reduce his strength even further. Gets a shockwave to really hit him where it hurts. So now we've got brutality. Brutality. Which has now made my entire hand free. So Iron Wave, Rampage, and Uppercut. And Anger. And now he's berserked. On what, the second turn? Oh my god. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it is so magic. Oh, he dropped all the strength minuses. Well, that sucks. Oh well, Infernal Blade, Flex. I don't even know what that does. Well, let's get Power Through, because I've got Evolve 2. Ooh, which gets me an Exhume. That's exciting. I can't wait to see how that goes. Clash can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Alright, well, let's use a Brutality, which makes something free. Defend, get that out of here. We get a Bloodletting, which gets me energy at the cost of HP, which lets me draw, I believe, cards? Maybe? Some cards. Some amount of cards. Well, let's use armaments. Let's upgrade the uppercut. If we're lucky, we get more out of that. We disarm him, which lets me get a rage, which is free. Gets me a bunch of block. And there we go. Ooh, True Grit is scary. I want to uppercut him first. Okay, now that we've done that, let's bash him, Iron Wave him. And I can't do Clash, even if I wanted to. So let's use True Grit, gets rid of something that I'm not going to miss, and I can't do Clash anyway. But I could use an energy potion, seeing as I almost never use them, which makes Searing Blow free, which still can't use it because I've got too many wounds and injuries. Oh man, I kind of hope Mega Crit Games shows up to see this beautiful bullshit that they've crafted. Well, there's Armaments Plus, so I should start with that. Because it upgrades everything in my hand. Alright, we're gonna one-shot this guy the rest of the way down. Rupture. Pummel. Oh. I was gonna belly slam him, but I forgot we have 16 strength, which destroys them. Alright, Limit Break, which is amazing. Potentially risky, but let's get it anyway, because doubling my strength for anything would be stupid. I guess I'll get Lizard Tail, just because... Yeah, Pummel did 20 damage per strike. Oh yeah, Pummel's nuts if you've got the right build for it.